outside in a thunderstorm, trying to get a sense for how the rain and water interacts with the shape of the land out here and where it's coming off the roofs and flowing through the streets, where it's pooling on the water, making little ponds and swales. All very helpful for planning out landscape design. There's a ton of water coming off the road here, running into this little ditch by the side of the alley behind our building, and cutting across the alley, going straight into our yard at the property line over there. We got to do something with all this water. There's a little stream running right along our side of the fence. So what I'm thinking is we're basically going to have a little natural water course here, a long bioswale channel going all along the property line, because we have so little precipitation here in the desert. So a few heavy rainstorms we get like this in the winter, we want for the soil to soak up as much of that moisture as possible and keep the soil moist for as long as possible into the spring. It's nice to see the garage is no longer leaking, at least. It was when I got here, but I tightened down some of the screws and put some roofing sealant between the laps of metal roofing sheets. Just a minor leak in the roof. Well, I only have so many buckets and the floor is still getting soaked. Gotta replace that roof. I don't know if you can call this a leak. It's more of a waterfall at this point. At least it's nice and dry everywhere else in the building. Although I'm guessing there's probably water coming into the cellar. So the ground is a little damp here down in the cellar. Some of it seems to be coming from this creepy tiny room. It's a sort of brick vault space that is just permanently wet and muddy. Well, I've been putting off the water and sewer line installation for a while because I'm still trying to make decisions about where to put the bathroom and where to bring these lines into the building, and it just seems like a lot of work and a huge headache. But it's time. Really got to get going on this. I don't know how much longer I can manage without water and a place to dump my excrement. So I did call the blue stakes and had the utility services come out and mark all the lines. So we know where everything is. We have a clear path to dig. The main thing that needs to be done is to dig these trenches. The water and sewer lines both need to be buried a minimum of 4 feet, and that is so they will not freeze in the winter time. The trench that needs to be dug for the water service line is about 30 feet, maybe 40, maybe 50 feet from the back corner of the property all the way to the side of the building over here. So really not looking forward to that. The sewer line, fortunately, is much shorter. It's only about 6 feet, 10 feet maybe. So I thought I might start over there. Well, so much for that. About 18 inches down. Here's the old sewer line. Alright, when I said 6, I meant 16. About 3 feet down. There's some little pipe here. Here's the original drain line down in the cellar, cast iron, and we got to punch a hole through this foundation wall about 3.5, 4 feet lower than it's going through right here. Oh joy. Well, I've dug a trench 4 feet deep and about 2 feet long. So at this rate, I should be done with all of the digging by August at the very latest. I called the water utility to ask them about where specifically I should dig this trench to connect to the sewer line. And the guy from the utility company called me back and said he's gonna just come out here and talk to me about it. Coming out all the way from Price. That's some quality small town service for you. A very nice man named Jeff came out from Price Water Improvement District and informed me that I'm not digging the trench to the manhole cover, but to a Y fitting that's 5 feet away from the manhole cover. Well, this is interesting. This is the first time I've had tourists out taking photos of themselves in front of my home. Well, that was fun. A young lady from Price came out to the old company store to take her senior pictures. Just made a couple new friends. That's how it goes. Everybody seems to have a connection to this place. Even Jeff from the water utility said back in high school in the 60s that the yearbook staff took their team photo here in front of the store. All in a day's work.